Do you like puzzles? During the time of this pandemic, Judy and I have worked several, maybe a dozen or more. I think that this one was perhaps the easiest that we've done, and in many ways the most fun. Judy's into quilting, and it's all about common quilt block patterns. But the thing that made it easy is that each one of those squares, 48 of them, constitutes a miniature puzzle. We simply separated the colors, and then we would work one section at a time. Admittedly, the rows do have different colors, and sometimes separating the colors was not a simple task. But when we looked closer, there were intricacies, even of the ones that looked like they were the same color. We've actually worked the puzzle twice. When we were in Tennessee at the cabin there in Pigeon Forge, we had it. We were there for 3 days. Most of the time we were out doing things in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. But when we would come in at night, we'd sit down and fool with it. And even the young girls, Olivia, age 9, Ellie, age 5, were able to work this puzzle. Near the end of the time there, it looked like we weren't going to finish it. And they asked Judy, "What will you do?" She said, "I'll break it apart, take it home, and rework it." And young Ellie, age 5, said, "You've got to be kidding." Well, no, we weren't kidding. And now that we've completed it again, we'll break it apart, put it in its box, and bring it out another time and work it again. The reason I'm telling you about this is not because I want to promote puzzles or this specific puzzle, but because I began to think about how much like life this puzzle is. If you work the whole thing all at once, you can do it. It's slow, awkward. When you break it down piece by piece, it's so much simpler. I'm certainly not saying don't make plans for the future. I think of the Apostle Paul and how he made plans. How many times did he tell a church, "I hope to come to see you soon"? And yet he's the one who said, "Don't worry about anything, pray about everything." That's Philippians chapter 4. How do you do that? I think of something from Dale Carnegie. A number of years ago, he wrote How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. In that book, he suggested live in day-tight compartments. Carnegie got that from the Lord. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus said, "Don't worry about your life, what you'll eat or what you'll drink, or yet about the body, what you'll wear." Skip all the way to the end of that section. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. He said, "So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own. Today's trouble is enough for today."